Hi, I'm here to tell you or guide you how to transfer employers in the United Kingdom if you're on a Tier 2 General Work Visa or a Skilled Worker Visa. Right now, the Tier 2 General Work Visa is already called the Skilled Worker Visa, which is the same. This visa immigrant visa entitles you to migrate to the United Kingdom and become a British citizen in approximately 5 years. So while you're still on this visa and you haven't reached your 5 years yet, and you plan to transfer jobs, and in my case, I'm a staff nurse, a registered nurse, working for the NHS in Southwest England. I did not expect to transfer. I was just scanning the web. Then I tried applying because I said to myself, I'll try this, and then because I would like to experience the glamour of London and the hectic lifestyle, and also working in the trust that I'm going to is one of the best hospitals in the world. So I applied online, and after applying, they set me up for an interview. Together with the interview, I took the exam, which is numeric exams and all the nursing exam, the nursing theory exam. But what I find difficult is the numeracy test, and it was one of a hell of a test. But yeah, moving forward, okay, I passed all of those, thank God. Then I received my job offer, and after I submitted the requirements, references from my current employer, and everything, they issued a certificate of sponsorship. So that's what you need to obtain first: a certificate of sponsorship and a clear job offer from another employer. And after that, I went into, you will receive instructions though. You will go to the Home Office website. There's an option there that you are transferring jobs or updating your status, that you're changing an employee to an employer. It'll give you several options, like if you're changing jobs and the job description, or it's the same job, in my case the same job, a registered nurse, I just need to transfer to another employer. So you fill this up. It will let you submit documents. So in my case, which I'll show you, what I was worried about with this is my Philippine passport, because I came from the Philippines, has expired and I haven't been able to renew it due to the pandemic. And going back to what I was saying, when I came here in the United Kingdom with my current Tier 2 General Visa, they provide you with a residency card. You don't lose this, because to have this replaced, it costs £1,000. So what happened was, they issued, going back, I was saying that I was submitting it to the website, so they will be asking for you to submit copy of your passport, and most important of all, they will be asking for references, the numbers from your certificate of sponsorship, which is issued by your new employer. And then they'll also ask a picture of this, And then if you're already in the United Kingdom and you're settling here, you will not have the option to pick it up in a post office. Not unlike before I came here, wherein if you're applying from another country, when you come here, you can opt to pick up the visa or the biometric residence card that I told you in the nearest post office. So they said that it needs to be mailed to your current address. So that's what happened. You need to set up an appointment date wherein you will go to one of the offices. There are several sites in England. I chose the Cardiff site. It's an associate of the Home Office where you will be submitting your actual documents, and they'll double check it and confirm that because you can submit the documents, you can take a picture of it in advance through the website and upload it to the website, and then so you will you'll go to the Home Office site, and then they'll look at your documents and then finish the submission. They'll usually tell you that it can take 4 to 8 weeks to go out, but with me it only take like 3 days after I went there, and then 3 days from that I received my new biometric residence card through the mail, and it contains an instruction that I should destroy the old card, and this is good for another 3 years, or hopefully, God willing, once I get a British passport. So those are the process. So first is you make sure that you have a new employer who will issue a certificate of sponsorship. Then you apply on the website, the Home Office website. You'll submit your documents in the nearest, oh dear, just imagine that. I can update this perhaps later. Hi, I apologize with that sudden cut. The phone accidentally got dropped. Thankfully, the iPhone 13 Pro Max that I have has a protector, which will really save your phone from those unexpected accidents. And also, you can have it insured. Well, we'll talk about that later. Going back to what I have mentioned, do not resign from your current job if you haven't received the decision from the Home Office that they have updated your skilled worker or tier 2 visa. Those are, the term is synonymous, right? Skilled worker visa and tier 2 visa. It will enable you to work in the United Kingdom and immigrate here, and after 5 years you can apply for British citizenship, or at first a leave to remain. So do not resign without receiving the decision that you have been approved and there's an updated biometric residency card for you to stay and work for your next employer, because it's mentioned in the website of the Home Office. I'm not certain of the span, but I'm sure that it's span of days, but I'm sure that it's between 30 to 60 days, that once you resign from your previous employer, your leave to remain with the current visa is going to expire, and you only have 30 to 60 days to stay here in the United Kingdom. And what if there's a problem? Like in my case, which I was thankful, my passport was not renewed, but I was thankful that they have listened to what I said in the additional notes, that because when you submit a picture or a scanned copy, they will let you put some notes. I mentioned that there was a pandemic and the Philippine embassy was closed for a certain time, and right now there's no slot to have it renewed. So just make sure that your new visa for your new employer gets approved before resigning from your previous post, because you can be forcefully repatriated. In my scenario, it's not usually the people here in the United Kingdom, the Brits, that will report you saying that you've exceeded your stay. If you have problems with the papers, it's usually some of the Filipinos who will report you to the Home Office, and that's if they have something ill against you. That's the time to pounce. So just be on the safe side. Do not resign without you getting a sure decision that you have this updated visa, that you're approved to stay with the next employer. And so again, I'll recap the steps. You will apply for a job. You will receive a certificate of sponsorship once your appointment in that job is confirmed. Second, you will apply at the Home Office website. You'll upload scanned copies of your documents, and then you will book in the website a specific date for your submission of the actual documents. They will just examine it there in the office just to confirm that what you're uploading is the real stuff, or you're just not making it up using Adobe Photoshop. So after that, you will wait, and then 4 to 8 weeks. And in my case, I received mine after 3 days, the decision after 3 days, and the actual card, biometric residence card, in about 3 to 4 days after I received the decision through email. And they will ask you to destroy the old card, which I will be doing before sending it through the mail through a certain address that they instruct you to send it. And there's also one more thing that I will just be saying aside from the tip that I mentioned. The transfer is actually easy. The only thing that's hard that you need to consider is, first, the money. Transferring entails money because you will be paying for a visa filing fee, which could be the lowest is £252, because it's about how fast they process it. 252 for them processing it for 4 to 8 weeks, and £500 for them to process it much quicker. But in my case, it just went out easily. And also, you need to consider the immigration health surcharge fee. Some occupations will require to pay the immigration health surcharge fee, which is approximately £1,900. I'm just using an approximation, all right? And then also, you need to consider the expenses of moving there, the rent, and all those stuff. But the big chunk that will really hurt is the immigration health surcharge fee and the visa filing fee. But the process is quite simple as long as you have a confirmed employer who will give you a certificate of sponsorship. And if you're happy to move on, go ahead, do it. I apologize if I don't have the fancy screen and effects like others have. I'm still trying to figure out doing the blog, okay? So again, that is my experience and my tip on how to transfer from one employer to another on A. If you're on A, Tier 2 General Work Visa or a skilled worker visa, immigrant visa. Okay? Thank you for watching and please like and subscribe.